From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. So here's Ka'imi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And Walker has it. And he's upended at the 33. Pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one, a lot more to go. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back to Mixon on first down. A beautiful fake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
He was defended by Emmanuel Mosley.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Got a man, that's Richie James. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here we go.
2nd down and 4. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
At their own 25-yard line.
Get it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice against tight coverage, they certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, were able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here we go,
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
On 1, right?
Now Burrow on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
11.
It's Mixon on the counter. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Little underneath throw into the hands of Walker. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hand off left side, Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Stroud, short throw into the hands of Jordan. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Stroud. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down, Texans.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. On the bootleg, Stroud. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Jones taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Bengals 9. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go, here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's get set.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Burrow. James has got it. Complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
On 1. Ready?
Now 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw left side, complete to Chase. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 51 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Again, it's Mixon. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I'm one, ready?
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Stroud working out of the gun. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Stroud. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. As he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, and that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Stroud now on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert when they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That is incomplete.
Now, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Play action. Stroud now. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Texans.
Ready? Check. Hurt.
An inside give to Jones. A nice little juke. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Houston.
Stroud looking to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Ready up. 18 rattle.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Tap the 60. Ready?
Now Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, there shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
12.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready? Steady.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. This is caught, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Pierce gets this one running right. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 60 back there, 60.
Stroud. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. For the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And Stroud now to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Hey, check that.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Trucks over him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Odell Beckham. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
19, 18.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell from a yard out. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
12.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
11 mighty.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. Some strong running at the 20. And he will have the Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here we we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Partner, that'll do it. Well, these week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them.